Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to try to do mission 34 of my P-17 command using target campaign using target for today. This will be my crew. Haha, only two of them have survived so far. Um, their It'll be their 22nd mission if they survive. Um, we carry 34 Lost Angel. All right, now we can reset that. Okay. Everybody's okay. Everybody's at least got one mission under the belt again. Um, we will go ahead and whip out the charts and see if we can get this one off the ground. Um, Days between 51, 2 days between, good because we need all the help we can get. That makes it 414, 1943. Because at the end of April, this campaign is over. All right, let's see. We'll go to campaign 1 targets, 80, Saint Nazaire, Saint Nazaire, however you want to pronounce it. U-boats again. That's been one of my favorite targets actually in this campaign. That showed up a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times we've been there. This will be the 7th time. The Lost Angel. I am filling out all my paperwork as we go in hopes that this doesn't become a scratch or anything. Okay, and then get U-boats. Okay, bombing percent goes. And this is campaign mission number 22. I get bad about filling that out. And this is actually this bomber's 3rd mission. And okay, think we are ready to go down to ascertain. Oh, actually, I got to go back and Saint Nazaire, 4-6. That was number 31. We used them, so I can go ahead and get my mission data from there. And that's ready to go. So we don't have to worry about looking at the gazetteer as wind control. We will be flying in the high cell and 10th position. Roll again. 10th position. Roll again. 3. Roll again if we've flown bomber, pilot, and or bombardier and or navigator, so we don't stand a chance because all of them are newbies. So we roll again. 7. So we'll be high number 9, high middle. ahead and put all that in up here. Why do this? Just because we never really look at it during the game, but it's nice to kind of visualize where you're at. We also are flying to Zone 8 in this one, so this will probably be a long video. I have all my crew back to life, and nine guns. 3, 6, 9. So we're all good to go. They're all unjammed. I only have 2 aces. Fighter coverage, big roll right here. 8. That's a good one. So we have good coverage till we reach Zone 5, and then we're on our own. None out to 8, and we'll have to roll again on the way back. Alright, that brings us to weather over the base. 9, good weather. Actually, it's going to be -1, so it'll be 8, but still good weather. And we're going to take off 4. And we take off okay. Alright, that puts us in, might help to turn this around. It puts us going into Zone 2, and we have successfully taken off. Weather in Zone 2, we have good weather, so we're going to be subtracting 1. 9, 8, 50% cloud cover. That will not be our mission recall for this one. Mechanical, had a lot of that last time. That's 100, no mechanical. Contrails, 0, or actually that's 10, no contrails. Formation, we are in formation. We are above 10,000 feet. German Air Force resistance is none in this zone, NA. So we're wasting all our good fighter coverage. No fighters removed, no fighter attacks, no evasive action, no flak. Move to Zone 3. 50%, we add 1 to the die roll. 9, 10, gives us 100%. We will not, well, we will have to roll mission recall on this. 83, but there will not be a recall. We're going to roll for mechanical failure. 22, there will not be a mechanical failure. Going to roll for contrails, even though it doesn't matter, because we're at 100%. And we are still in formation at above 10,000 feet. And again, there's going to be no German resistance in this zone, as it is NA according to the gazetteer. So we move on to Zone 4. Zone 4, now we'll start seeing chances for Germans. +2. Weather in the zone, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be 100% again. That's really a hard one to get rid of once you get it. Roll for a mission recall, 0, 8. Close, but we continue on. Roll for mechanical failure. Here we go again. We got a mechanical failure. Zero 3, barely, but we have it. Roll for 3B. 40. Oil tank. See note D. Roll 1D10 to determine engine affected. 1D10, sorry. 8. Engine number 4. So we got a mechanical failure. This could give us problems. Zone 4 outbound. Mech fail. Number 4 engine oil leak. And we got to roll a D10. 1D10 each turn. 1 to 5. I'm going to put all this down or I'll forget and have to keep coming in there. No fire. 6 to 8. Oh, no fire, leak stops. Last time I had this, my leak stopped. 2 to, not so, 6 to 8. No fire, leak continues. And 9 to 10. Engine fire. 1 to 5. Fire gets put out. Use an extinguisher. 6. Roll 1d6 again. 1 to 5. Fire out. And 6. Fire spreads. Bomber lost. I'm putting all that down because I will probably forget. Alright. Contrails. Doesn't matter, but we'll roll for them. 7. No contrails. We are still in formation above 10,000 feet. German Air Force resistance level in this zone is -2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There'll be no German resistance. So we'll put 0 all the way down. We are wasting all our good cover. That's alright with me. Move to zone 5. We're going to roll 1d10. 7. No fire, leak continues. We got weather in the zone. 3. Haze for 5. Be still haze. Mission recall be no. Mechanical failure, no. Contrails, no. Information above 10,000 feet. German resistance in this zone is -1. 3, 2 for the zone. 1 for good fighter coverage. Light. Number of German waves. 2. -1 is 1. No waves. We have got no Germans, and we are now out of our coverage zone. Move to zone 6, checking for weather, but first we'll roll D10 for our oil leak. Our oil leak stops, so we no longer have to do that. Okay. Weather. 0 modifiers, going to go to clear. Wow. Very rarely do I ever recover to clear weather. No mission recall after I have 100%. Mechanical failure. No mechanical failure. Contrails. 4. No contrails. Information above 10,000 feet. German Air Force resistance in this zone is at a -1. 6 goes to 5. We now have no coverage, so that's 6, 7. And that will put us in the heavy zone. Could really use those clouds again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. 0. This is unusual. We're entering zone 7 and we have not seen a fighter yet. Shut up, Greg. Clear weather. We're going to -1. That'll be clear again. Yeah, now we don't have coverage. Mission recall, there'll be none. Mechanical failure, 22, none. Contrails, 1, yes. Information above 10,000 feet. Rolling for German resistance in this zone is still -1. 8, 7, 8, 9. Heavy. Alright, number of waves. 9. Not getting lucky this time. 10, 11. 3 waves. 3 wonderful waves and not a one driven off. Zone 7. Wave 1. Outbound. Make 3 of them. And I'm going to pause this 1 minute. Sorry about that. Okay, we've got 3 waves coming. We're going to roll for the first under heavy. 15. 5 FW190s. We're making up for that quiet ride out, aren't we? $12 high. 1030 level. 9 level. 6 high. And vertical dive. And B says bomber cannot fire at this, nor can it be removed. So we can't fire at it. Alright. Let's set this up. FW190 at 12 o'clock high. FW190 at 1030 level. FW190 at 9 level. FW190 at 6 high and 1 at vertical dive. Alright. Which is going to be ugly. Nobody driven off. Defensive fire allocation. Let's start here at the 9 o'clock level. And I reserve the right to move these around. 9 o'clock level. Top ball and left waist. As we start seeing how things are panning out and who's not getting as many. Top ball and left waist. Then I would change things around. 1030 level. Top left cheek. 12 o'clock high. Top turret nose gun. Can't fire at him. 6 o'clock high. Top turret and tail gun. And radio rim and tail guns. Excuse me. So let's move the top turret to the 12 o'clock high. Yes, and that gives me pretty much 2 guns on every guy. Everybody's firing except my 2 rights. Plane is getting lit up right now. Tracers flying everywhere from it. German skills start at 9 o'clock. Ace. Ouch. 10:30. Average. 12 o'clock. Green. Vertical dive. Ace. And 6 o'clock. Average. Bomber defensive fire. We'll start here at 9 o'clock. We'll start with the left waist. He gets +1 for 9 o'clock, -1 for the ace. He has no power turret or anything, so that's going to be it. It's just basically a straight up roll. Ow, we get 11. Good start, guys. -1 for single gun against an FW190. So we're going to -1. Wow, look at this. 10 destroyed. Left waist gets an FW190. 190 KIA. Left waist. And he goes back to the deck. And the ball turret's already fired, so he goes there. Left cheek against the FW190 there at 10:30. No modifications. 6. Going to be a miss. Nose gun against 12 o'clock. +1 for green. That will be a hit. Single gun against the FW190 is going to be a -1. 7-6. Going to be an FCA. And top turret. He gets +1 for ace. +1 for power. +1 for green. That's +3. That's going to be a hit. And here he gets a +1 for ace in the 190 chart. 8, 9, FBOA. Alright, that brings up 6 o'clock. Radio room first. +2 for 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And that will be it. 8, 9, 10, that's going to be a hit. Again, single gun against a 190, going to subtract 1. 12, wow. Radio room gets a kill. Alright. So, it is the Germans' turn to retaliate. German offensive fire will start at 10:30. He needs a 9 or more. 5. He misses. He does not collide with us, so he returns the deck. Or returns to base, disappointed. And that's a miss. Oh boy, my typing is significantly horrible today. A guy from 12 o'clock. He's going to have a -4. He needs a 9 or more, so he needs boxcars. And he misses. Oh! Possible collision. He's green, 11, 12. 11. Possible collision. One die 6, 2. And that is no near miss. So he returns to the deck. Delete. We got another miss, and we have one FW190 damaged. Alright, now go down to the guy at the vertical dive. And he needs a 9 or more. He's an ace, so he adds 1, 6, 7. Going to miss. 4, no collision. Returns to deck. And through all that, we got 3 misses. Could have been a lot worse. Shot down 2, damaged 1. Back to the charts. 36. 36 is going to be a good one. Random event or no attacks. We roll a d6. We get a 4. Random event. We go to 4, 5, 3D. Random events. 4. Disrupted formation. So we will have to put that in the remainder of the mission. B and I. B, if we roll it again, ignore it. And I, if you are out of formation, add 1. Well, now we are disrupted. I'll take that over another wave of heavy, though. Okay. Third wave. 63. Why do I not like that one? 3, and actually it's rolling ERs. 3 FW190s. Looks like FW190s are the plane of the day. 1030 high. 12 o'clock high. 130 high. And I gotta keep watching myself because I try to fire all 3 of these, and you're not allowed to. You only got 2 guys manning the nose. So FW190 at 1030 high, 12 o'clock high, 130 high. None will be driven away. Oops. I'm having all kinds of fun here. I've just resized my charts, losing them all over the place. Let's put that down there like that. Okay. Nope, can't read. Let's do that. Defensive fire allocation 1030 high. Top turret left waist, left cheek. Alright, 12 o'clock high, top turret nose. So I'm going to slip the top turret over there because we can't fire the nose, because I'm going to put the other guy over here at, actually let's put the nose on him, put the top turret over here, 130 high with top turret right waist and right cheek. We can't fire the right waist, the right cheek, I'll put the right waist over there. So everybody up front, and we'll put my tail gunner up there for a passing shot. Radio, ball, radio, and right cheek. Do not get fired. Alright. So we go to German fighter pilot skill. 1 is green. 12 o'clock. Ace. 130 green. That helps things. Defensive fire. We'll start with the left waist. Adds 1. 5, 6. Miss. Left cheek. Adds 1. 8. Going to be a hit. -1 for single guns against 195 FCA. Take every little bit we can get. Probably should have evaded, but I tend to not do that. Bad habit. Nose gun against an ace is going to be a -1. 6 is going to be a miss. 130 high. Right waist, adding 1. That's going to be a hit. Against an MW190, -1. 10, 9, 9, 8. FBOA. And my top turret, adding 1 for power, 1 for ace, 1 for green. 7, 8, 9, 10 will be a hit. He has twin guns, so no subtraction. In fact, actually, we add 1 for being an ace. 4, 5, FCA. Okay, German's turn. 1030. He needs a 9, subtracting 2. misses. 11 for the collision. On 12, possible collision. Goes back to 11, but still possible collision. So we need to roll a d6. 1 again, got lucky, no collision, return to deck. 1 miss, 1 damaged. Good lord, that's the second time I did that. I'm catching the O every time I hit I. Sausage fingers. Alright, now the guy at 12 o'clock. He needs a 9 or more. He's going to add 1. 7, 8. Not going to get it. 12. 11. 10. Barely avoid collision. So he returns to deck, but we got to fire a passing shot. Would have been nice to have the 12 on that. And he misses. That's 2 misses. And he was undamaged. Alright, the guy from 130. He is going to be subtracting 4. He needs boxcars. He misses. No collision attempt. And he will return to deck. And the Germans are not doing too well. They had a big chance there. And we tore them up pretty good. Took 2 out of the sky and damaged 3 of them out of 8. So that's 5 out of 8 that didn't go home in the same condition they came out on. We got 6 fighter attacks and they all missed. No evasive action, no flak. Go into zone 8. This is the target zone, so I'll bring out my handy dandy flow chart. Target weather in the zone on 401. We had clear last time, so we're subtracting 1. We got clear again. It's not good. That's going to hurt. We will not be rolling any more mission recalls. Mechanical failure in the zone. 65, there'll be no mechanical failure. Contrails in the zone. 7, there'll be no contrails. Alright, now, target visibility 6-1. We roll a d6. 2, -1 for clear is 1. Clear conditions apply. That's the first clear I ever had, I'll tell you the truth. Table mechanical already rolled for it. German resistance on 5-1. This is a +1 zone. And we are a disrupted formation now too. So we're going to roll a d10, 6. Disrupted formation. Can't forget that. So we're going to see an extra ME-109 every zone now. Isn't that lovely? Okay. D10 was a 6. +1 is 7. 8, 9. 10. Yeah, heavy. I should have figured. We are also disrupted now. And we are above 10,000 feet. And we're going to draw that heavy over. Amazing as soon as you get out of coverage, and it is +2. I mean, the Germans aren't stupid. They're going to throw their most fighters at us when we're unprotected. I'm not bitching. I'm just venting. Number of German waves 5. 6 for the designated zone, 7, 8. And I'm going to re-look at that random event. I had one die to roll on table 5, 2. Plus 1, 5, 2. I didn't put that down there. It says it. Plus 1, 5, 2. It says it on 5-1 disrupted formation, but it doesn't say it in here. So, in all that, I forgot where it's at. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 waves. Not as bad. Zone 8, wave 1 outbound. Make 2 of them. And first roll will be 54. 4 ME-109s, I. Target is northern France. We're in France, but I thought it's southern France. I really need that map. I thought I downloaded one. Give me a second here. I thought I downloaded the map. Of course, I have all my artwork in here for Vassal. I thought I just did that the other day. Logs. Bear with me a second. I'm going to look. All right, that is actually in SHC right here. So that is northern France. So we can roll for the. I did have it. I just had it in a zip file that I hadn't undone yet. If target is northern, 50% chance they come from JG26, and then they become a real pain in the ass. So we roll 1d6 to JG26, and that actually means our extra 109 is going to be a pain in the ass too. So we're going to have 5 109s. How lovely. One's going to come in from 12 o'clock level. And make that 2 from 12 o'clock level. Uh, 12 o'clock low. 12 o'clock high. Yeah. 10:30 level. So that is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Let's go down here and get this set up. And these are going to be the Abbeville kids. And they're going to suck because they come in, unless they get damaged. Well, even if they get damaged, they can come back in. I will read that out of the rules here in a second. 12 o'clock high, 12 o'clock low. Yeah, they're ganging on us. And 10:30 level. Yep, that's a wave. That's going to suck. Alright, I will go right back in here and get my rolls out, and I'll read that again just because I like to keep, I don't run into them enough that I remember them. And I gotta open that with Edge. Alright, 10 something. I at least have the number memorized by now. Alright. It's like 1016 or something. Nope. Bear with me. I'll get it. Actually, I can look right up in here. Why waste time? 10-1. Yeah, I was going the wrong direction. Okay, Abbeville Kids. JG26 Expert Pilot Performance. Treat each attacking JG26 as an ace pilot from Table 55A. Consider each JG26 fighter counter to be an ace. Each fighter counter has an ace symbol on it. Experts always make successive re-attacks up to the limit of their fighter counter re-attack value, even if a miss result is rolled. Ignore the -2 if a fighter is FBOA and the -1 if fighter is FCA die roll modifications when rolling on table 5-8. That's what makes them a pain in the ass. So the only way we can get them to give up is to hit them and get an FBOA or the FCAB. Oh yeah, what is that? I can't remember what it is now. FCAB, yeah, I was right. Otherwise, they're going to come back 3 times to see us. And they're all aces. So, yes, this will be a pain in the ass. Alright, so let's do quit bitch and get in here and start allocating. 10:30, a level. Left cheek and top turret. I'll put the left cheek over there. 12 o'clock level. Top turret and nose gun. I'll put the nose on one and the top turret on the other. 12 o'clock level. I'm going to put my tail gun on him with a passing shot. 12 o'clock low. I'm going to put the ball turret on him. And I can only fire 2 guns up front. And that's my allocation. At least everybody has 1 gun on them. But one guy's going to get a clean shot through, so let's mark off ammo. Right side and left waist and radio. Right nose. All right. We don't have to worry about that. Fighter resolution. Let's start at 10:30. Fire resolution, not fighter. Left cheek against an MU-109. Against an ace, -1. 7, that's going to be a miss. Top turret adds 1 for ace, adds 1 for power, subtracts 1 for their ace, so we're going to add 1. 3, one gun jams. That's been happening a lot lately. Nose gun, -1 for the ace. Miss. Not looking good. Ball turret, +1 for power, -1 for ace. Misses. Oh boy. That was horrible. All right. German offensive fire starting at 10:30. He needs a 9 or more, adding 1 for being an ace. Oh, look at this. There's all those good numbers. 10:30, he rolls a 6. That's 1. Modifier for 109. 5 is 1 hit. It could have been a lot worse. Every time I go to hit an I, I'm hitting the O today. I don't know what's going on with that. 10:30. 10:30 level 3 radio room. 7 superficial. I can take that. There it is again. All right, Super 1. All right, that brings up, and he will rejoin us. Emmy 109 from 12 o'clock level. He needs 9 or more, adding 1. Oh, look at this. Isn't that lovely? All those good die roll that we were not getting. 7, 1. At least they're rolling low on the hits. 5, so that's 1 hit for him too. And that's coming from 12 o'clock level. Seven, superficial. Yeah, we can go keep doing that. We'll be all right. But I'm very nervous because they're all hitting so far. And we got a long way to go. The other 12 o'clock high. He needs a 9 or more, adding 1. 7, 8. He misses. Oh, I forgot collisions on them. Collision on the first one. 9, misses. No. Second one, 8, no. And the one we just did, 8, no. And he'll come back to see us. So that's a miss. All right. 12 o'clock high. He needs 9 or more, adding 1. 6, 7, he's going to miss. No collision. Comes back to see us. Passing shot on him. 9. That's close enough to look. -1 for an ace. +1 for us being an ace. Tail gun is not power, so we're 0. And -1 for passing shot is 8. So we get a hit on a FW 109. We got 2 guns and an ace. We're going to add 2 on that. 5 or 6. You gotta be kidding me. FCA. Well, at least we got something. At least we got something. And he will come back to see us too. And that was it. That was, oh, no. I put that on the wrong one. We did not do the low yet. That was 2 misses. 1 more. All right, the guy from 12 o'clock low. Got myself all confused. He needs 9 or more, adding 1. 3, that's a miss. 11 for collision. 10 for an ace, 9 for missing. Does not collide with us, and he'll come back to see us. That's the third miss. We damaged 1, but that wasn't good enough. Let's go back and roll for where they're coming back from. All 5 of them get to come back through 2 more times, unless we get rid of some of them. Time to start shooting, guys. I'm going to roll 2D. 1030 high for the first one. 1-6 is 12 o'clock high for the second one. 3-3 is 3 o'clock low for the third one. 5-2 is 9 o'clock level. And for the last one, 4-6 is 130 high. All right, let's allocate again, shall we? Start over here with the 9 o'clock level. Top turret, ball turret, left waist. Top turret only has 1. And I'll probably move some of it around. 1030 high. Top turret, right waist, right cheek. I'll give him 1. 12 o'clock high. Top turret, nose gun. Let's put the top turret over there. 130 high. Top turret, right waist, right cheek. I'll put the right cheek on him. And right waist can also come in. Maybe. And we have 3 o'clock low. Ball turret and right waist. I'm going to put the ball turret over there. And I'm going to go ahead and put him on him for a passing shot. So that means our nose gun and radio are the only 2 that do not fire this turn. All right, now we got both cheeks firing, so we're going to put the bombardier to the left and the navigator to the right. Defensive fire, starting over here with the left waist. +1 for 9 o'clock, -1 for ace. 5 is a miss. Left cheek, +1 for, -1 for an ace. Another miss. Top turret, single gun, adding 1 for being an ace, adding 1 for power, -1 for being against an ace, or adding 1. 7-8, that will be a hit. But he's a single gun, so he doesn't get that extra bonus this time. Just gets the ace bonus. We add 1. 3-4. It's just disgusting when the dice fail you. Just really disgusting. It's just blatant. Right cheek, -1. 8-7, miss, barely. And the right waist, -1, missing. And last but not least, ball turret. He gets +1, -1, +1, so he's going to add 1. 7-8, that's going to get him a hit. He's +1 for being twin guns against a 109. 9-10. Finally, we got a roll, and we knocked him out of the sky. So the ball gunner gets a 109. And we got a 109 KIA ball gunner. Nice. That makes me feel a little better. Germans get to come at us. The guy from 9 o'clock needs 8 or more. He's subtracting 1, adding 1, so it's straight up roll. 8. He gets it. From 9 o'clock, 6. That's 2 hits. Modifier for a 109. 6 is going to be 4 hits. Wow. This is why we got to get rid of them. All right, 4 hits. I'm not saying all right because we got 4 hits. I'm just resigning myself. 9 o'clock level right here. 6 will be the left wing. Oh, we're going to have to roll for both D6. We got a wing, be the right wing. 6, superficial. We are getting no, shut up, Greg. Second hit. Coming from 9 o'clock. Level. 5. Waste. 11. Suit heaters. Roll 1 die 6. 6. Right waist gunner heater out. That's 10. Right waist. And that means we get to go low level after this, which means we go out of formation and low, which means that while we're over land, we get light flak. Out of formation, we'll at least get rid of this. We'll move that down. There's some benefit to it. So we got heater out. And I think I really never use these. So we'll put a heater out. Might as well do it efficiently. I'll never look up there. Third hit. From 9 o'clock. 5. Level waste again. 7. Superficial. Shut up, Greg. All right, fourth hit. 5. Waste again. 4. Superficial. All right, we'll check for a collision. No collision, and he will come see us again. Yay. 1030 level. He's going to be needing or actually 1030 high. He needs a 9 or more, and we're going to be adding 1. He misses. 10. 9 for being an ace. 8. He's going to just not see us. Come back to see us again. So he gets 1 more pass. Another miss. The guy from 12 o'clock high. He's going to come in. He needs a 9 or more. +1, -1. 9. Of course he does. 12 o'clock. We roll there. 7. 1 hit. 5. Stays 1 hit. And that's coming from 12 o'clock high. Right there. 8. Nose. 8. Superficial. Shut up, Greg. Alright, another superficial. And we check for a collision. 7, no collision. We check for our passing shot. 9. +1 ace, +1, -1 ace is 0, so that stays 9. -1 for passing shot is 8, which is still going to be a hit. And we have a 109. He's twin guns against a 109 and an ace. We add 2, 9, 10, 11. That one's not coming back. Tail gunner gets a kill on a passing shot. Very nice. Very, very nice. He will not come back to see us. And the guy from 130. He needs a 9 or more. He's going to be adding 1. 7, 8. He will miss. He will not run into us, but he will come back and see us again. All right, let's see where they come in at. 2d6 for the first one. 43 is going to be 130 low. 52 is going to be 9 o'clock level. And 26 will be 1030 high. Then we're going to allocate again. Defensive fire allocation. 9 o'clock level. It's going to put top bowl and left waist. And he still has not been able to clear that jam. 1030 high will be top turret, left waist, left cheek. Slide the top over there. And 130 low. Ball turret, we already have him allocated. Right cheek, right waist. We can do that because the nose isn't firing. And I can put a passing shot on somebody too. Let's go with him. Can be from any one of these zones as per Rule 5.5. So everybody but the radio and the nose is firing again. And again, Bombardier will be left, Navigator right. Oops. Radio's not firing, that's alright. He's never going to use up his ammo. Defensive fire. Start with the left cheek, or left waist rather. 5, that's going to be a miss. Ball turret, +1 for power, +1 for 9, -1, going to add 1. 7, 8, that's barely going to be a hit. And against the 109, we're going to add 1 because he's got twin guns. 4, 5, FCA. At least that puts a modifier on him. Alright, they'll go to the left cheek, -1. 9, 8, that will be another hit. He's going to just roll straight up right here. 3, FCA, we'll take whatever we can get. Keep those shots down. And our top turret, +1 for power, +1 for ace, -1 for ace is going to be +1. 8, 9, that's going to be a hit. He does not get the extra for the twin guns. He just gets the extra for the ace. 5, 6, that'll be another FCA. All right, and the passing shot will happen afterwards. Over here, right cheek, -1. 11, that's going to be a hit. And he is single gun, so he's no modification. 3, FCA. Where's those 11s? And right waist, again, -1. I mean, plus, yeah, -1. 8, 7, going to be a miss. Germans come in. First one's going to be +1, -1 from 9 o'clock. He needs an 8 or more. 7, misses. 10, no collision. We put a miss down. And 1 damaged. Alright, the guy from 1030, he needs a 9 or more. He's subtracting 2, adding 1, subtracting 1. That's a miss. No collision. Passing shot. Misses. Another miss. And another damaged. Boy, that's a long zone. Long zone. 2. Okay. And last but not least, adding 1, subtracting 2, so -1, and he needs a 9 or more. 8, he's going to miss, and he's not going to collide with this, so that will be another German damaged and another miss. So we made a good accounting for ourselves, but we took an awful lot of attacks, and we're going to have to go to low altitude. So in nose, oh, we got another wave coming yet. That's why I like to write this down. You get carried away in them long ones, and this is heavy. There we go, 56. That's going to be a random event or no attack. 3, no attack. Hot damn. All right. So back to the flow chart. Determine flak in the zone, 6-2. We roll 1 die 6, 1. We have no contrails. We're adding 1 is 2, so we'll get light flak. And we had, I forgot to do this, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks on us. And no evasive action. And flak will be light. Boxcars and snake eyes only. 1, 2, oops, 3. Well, there's 1 hit. Zone 8, AA, outbound. 1 hit. And that's going to be 9, 1, 5. Tail. 6. Superficial. We're getting super lucky. Shut up, Greg. You can only say that when we get back to base. All it takes is 1 roll. Alright. Then we go to bomb run. 6-6. Whoa. Snake eyes. That's 2. We're out of form. No, we're still in formation. We're disrupted, but we're in formation, and we're bombing manually. So that's no subtraction. -1 for our bombardiers, so we're at 1 right now. We're at 0 right now. We're at 1 right now. Off target. That's the first off target I've had in a long time. All right. Accuracy off target, 9. 5%. Better than nothing. All right. Flak on the way out. 5. 4. 5. Medium flak on the way out. We'll roll 3 times here. 9, miss. 6, miss. 9, miss. All 3 missed. Turn around and head for home. Gladly. German resistance. Here comes the fun again. Hey, we're +1 in this zone. 2, that'll help. +1 is 3. 4, 5. 6, because we're not out of formation yet. Moderate. Well, it's a step down from heavy, so we'll take it. Number of German fighter waves. 8. Ouch. 1 for the 9 for target zone. 10 for moderate. 11 for our random event disrupted. So yeah, we're going to get 3 waves. We're getting pounded here over the zone. Zone 8. Wave 1. Inbound. Drag that down 3 times. I apologize for the length of this video, but well, all these waves, that's what's going to happen. And we're not doing too badly. Okay, wave 1. 46, that takes care of one of them. It's going to be a random event or a no attack. That'll be a random event. 5-3D. 6. Extra tight bomber formation. When rolling for attacking fighter waves, -1 on 5-2. B. So that's going to random event tighten up. That's going to negate my disrupted. So I can completely forget about that +1 now. All right. Next roll. 63. Wish they would have been reversed. 2 FW-190s and yes, an ME-109. ME-109 comes in from 12 o'clock level. Actually, with tight formation, for the time being, we are not disrupted. We are not yet out of formation, but we just tightened up our formation. So we are now, I can forget that ME-109 for this one. 2 FW-190s. Trying to keep everything straight is hard sometimes. 12 o'clock high and 130 high. Nobody's going to get driven off. Defensive fire allocation, 12 o'clock high. Top turret and nose gun. We have not yet had a turn to try to unjam him yet, so he's still firing one gun jammed. And let's see, 130 high is going to be top turret, right waist, and right cheek. And let's go ahead and bring up our tail guns for another passing shot. Let's go after him. All right. German fighter pilot skill, 12 o'clock is average, 130 is green. Defensive fire, let's start with a nose gun, straight up, 11, that's going to be a hit. And again, he's single gun against a 190, so that's going to be a -1, 6.5 FCA. That's better than nothing. Top turret, +1 for ace, +1 for power turret, he's adding 2. That's going to be another hit. Again, against 190, there's a -1 for a single gun, but +1 for an ace, so it's going to be a straight up roll. 7. FCA again. All right. That brings up my right cheek. +1 for firing against a greenie. That's going to be a hit. -1 on this chart because he's single guns. Whoo! Right cheek. That will be our nav. Gets a kill. All right. How about that now? German offensive fire coming from 12 o'clock and he's a 9. We're going to subtract 2. That's going to be a miss. No collision. Return to deck with a miss and 1 damaged. Third wave under the moderate chart. 43. 2 ME-109s. I. Again. Could be the bad guys. And it will be. 2 ME-109s. And they're going to be our favorites again. And a Ju-88. Two ME-109s, and that's going to be 6 o'clock high, better than 5. And 12 o'clock level. Again, I don't have that extra ME-109 showing up right now because we just got tight formation to offset our disrupted formation, and we have not had to drop down to low altitude yet for our heater being out, so therefore we have no extra ME-109. 43 Ju-88 C6 88, and he comes in at, I very rarely see them, 9 o'clock low. ME-109 at 6 o'clock high. He's asking for trouble back there. And ME-109. Return to deck. 6 o'clock high and 12 o'clock level. And then a Ju-88 at 9 low. Yeah, baby. All right. Defensive fire 9 low will be bolt turret left waist. 12 level will be top turret nose gun. 6 o'clock high, top turret radio. I mean tail gun radio, top turret. And I'll give you the top turret where he's at. So everybody but my cheeks and my right waist. And actually, I don't have to do the radio because he already allocated last time. by mistake. Okay. Fighter pilot skill, 9 o'clock. Green. 12 o'clock. Ace. Oops, they're aces. Alright. Bomber defensive fire will start at 9 o'clock. We're going to go with the left waist first. +1 for 9 o'clock, +1 for green. +1 for 88, a JU-88, that's +3. 9, that's going to be a hit. Against a JU-88. Single guns, no modification. Right there. 8. Destroyed. Yes. Left waist with a kill. Alright, JU-88. KIA. Left waist. Now we're starting to make a mark. Nose gun. -1 against an ace. 9-8. That's going to be a hit. Going to be no modification. 8. FBOA. That's good. That will break off his attack. We don't oh shit. I just realized I was adding the modifiers up on the last time they attacked, and I shouldn't have. They keep the damage for driving them off purposes, but they don't keep it for modification purposes. Alright, fog of war on my part. Maybe we got some inexperienced Abbeville kids. We're going to have to play it right this time. Top turret, +1 for ace, +1 for power, -1 for against an ace, so we're going to have +1. That's a miss. Radio room against the tail, ME-109, -1 for the ace, +2 for 6 o'clock, +1. 10, that's a hit. 109. 10. Destroyed him. Radio room gets his second kill for the game. Nice. Alright, and so the German, and I say that singularly with a smile on my face, will come in for his attack from 12 o'clock, and he's going to add 1. 10, that's going to be a hit. He rolls a 4, 2 hits, and a 109, 2, B. 5 is times 1. 2 hits. Could be worse. And he will not come back because he's FBOI. Alright, hits on my bomber coming from 12 o'clock level. First hit, 5, nose. 7, superficial. Second clock, oh, second hit, level. 2 instruments, I hate instruments. 4, intercom system may be aborted. Well, we're already dropped a bomb, so intercom system's out, but that does mean that I can no longer do passing shots. Intercom out. That's 10. Oh, come on, Greg. I'm having all kinds of difficulty today typing. Alright, and he will roll for a collision. No collision. Return to deck. And that will be 1 damaged. And we took 1 attack. Two attacks. 1 got through on the last one too. Alright, no evasive action. Move to zone 7. Now we go to low altitude. And we go out of formation. And again, the disrupted gut, we got that tight formation, so that counteracts. Somehow we got our shit together, but just enough to straighten us out and put us back into a regular formation. Zone 7. Weather in the zone. Been a while. -1 for clear. 8-7 goes to 50%. I actually like that because that'll help us get rid of some of the German fighter chances. Mechanical failure. No mechanical failure. Contrails, not on the way home. We are out of formation now, and we are below 10,000 feet. And we're going to see German resistance level at a -1 in this zone. 3, -1 is 2, -1 is 1, +2 is 3, 4, 5. Moderate. Could be worse. We had heavy all the way out. Now, number of fighter waves. 3. Nice. 4 for moderate. 1 wave. Zone 7. Wave 1 inbound. 1 moderate. 53. 2 ME-109s again. Two. This time they're going to be regular. No, they're not. They're going to be from JG-26 again, and it's going to be 3 of them because now we get the extra. 3 lovely 109s. And 1 comes from 12 o'clock level. 1 comes from 9 o'clock level. And 1 comes from 12 o'clock high. Nice. Alright, let's set this up. 12 o'clock level, and let's get the right ones out there. 12 o'clock high and 9 o'clock level. Nobody's getting driven off. Defensive fire, start with 9 o'clock. That's top turret, ball turret, and left waist. Oh, I forgot we're allowed to roll for his jammed gun. 3, stays jammed, of course. And ball. Defensive fire. 12 o'clock level. Top turret and nose gun. And 12 o'clock high. Top turret and nose gun. So we'll move the top turret over there. Again, our intercom's out, so we cannot use him to do a passing shot, which has been working real well for us. So we get ball and left waist. And we get nose and top. Alright, they're all aces. Bomber defensive fire. We start with the left waist. +1, -1 is 0. Misses. Ball gunner. +1, -1, and then he adds 1 for being a power turret. 8. That hits. And I don't think we get anything for the intercom being out, except that we can't do the intercom system. All guns fire except tail guns. Okay. -2. Ooh. And the tail gun can see them coming. So these guys are trying to. All right, so nobody can hear anything. So that's going to be a miss. Intercom hurts already. All right, the nose gun, plus, -3, 10, 7, going to be a miss. Top turret, +1, +2. -2 is 0, -1. 8, 1 misses. They're all coming in to see us. This is going to suck. German offensive fire coming from 9 o'clock. He needs 8 or more, adding 1. 9. He gets a hit. 6. That's 2. 1. Both superficial. All right. He'll be back to see us. No collision. 12 o'clock level. He needs 9 or more. He's adding 1. He misses. Does not collide with us. All right, and 12 o'clock high. He needs 9 or more, adding 1. 11, that's going to be a hit. 5, that's going to be 2 hits. 109, 4. 2 hits, it stays. 12 o'clock high. Right there. 8, nose. 6, bombardier. 2, light wound. All right, and the second one. 12 o'clock high. 9, Bombay. You can hit the Bombay all you want now. My bombs are out. 8, superficial. All right, making it hard for me to survive this mission. He will 10 not collide with us because he's an ace. All right, so we didn't do shit to dissuade them from coming back the second time. So now they will all come back again to see us. So let's start rolling for that, shall we? First one, 5-1, will be 9 o'clock high. Second one, 3 o'clock level. Third one, 12 o'clock level. Defensive fire allocation, 9 o'clock high. Top turret and left waist. 12 o'clock level. Top turret and nose gun. 3 o'clock level. Top turret, ball turret, and right waist. All right. Both waists, nose, ball, top. Okay. Let's start with, again, the left waist, +1, -1, -2, that's 5, misses. Top turret, +1 for power, +1 for ace, -2 for intercom being out, +1, -1 for 9 o'clock and them, so it's straight up roll. 7, misses. Nose gun, -3, misses. 3 o'clock, +1, -1, so they're going to be both -2. First one, 10, 8, that'll be a hit. That's for my right waist. Against a 109, straight up. 5, we FCA. Again, we're basically going to ignore that. And the right cheek, subtract, oh, ball. So he's +1, -1. And those two interact, -1. 6, 7, gonna miss. All right, so the German offensive fire start at 9 o'clock. 8 or more he needs, and he's adding 1. That's gonna be a hit. 8. It's gonna be 2 hits. Oh, 4 hits. I can feel that one. Some days it just feels like you're going nowhere. We're riding up the down elevator right now, trying to get out of this situation that we're in. I need to start evading. We're not going to hit anything anyway. I need to start evading. That's all there is to it. 4 hits. Coming from 9 o'clock. And he is high. Okay. 7, superficial. 2nd hit. 8, nose. 7, superficial. 3rd hit. 10, superficial. 4th hit. 5, pilot compartment. 12, control cables. That's only our first hit on them, so that's not bad. And he will come back to see us again. No accident, no collision. All right, 12 o'clock. He comes in, needs a 9 or more, adding 1. Misses. No collision. So did her 2nd miss. And 3 o'clock. He's going to be coming in, adding 1. And he needs a 8 or more. That's going to be a hit. 9. That's going to be 2 hits. 3. 3 is superficial. And we'll put 2 more superficials in here. Roll for a collision. 11. 10 for being ace. Will not collide with us. Then they get to come and see us one more time. Starting from left to right. 6, 2. 6 o'clock. Level. Been a while since my tail gunner got some action. Now he can't fire through. 12 o'clock. Low. 130 level. Defensive fire allocation. And this time we are evading. I don't think I have anything for evading in here, but we are evading. I can mark it on my sheet. All right. Defensive fire allocation. 12 o'clock low. Ball turret nose gun. 130 level. Top turret right cheek. 6 o'clock level. Tail gunner. All right, everybody but my left cheek, radio, and both waists. Oh, look at all that expenditure of ammo. You know we're having a busy mission. All right. Let's start by firing at the 12 o'clock guy. -1 for an ace. We're going to go with the nose first. -1 for evasive action. -2 for the intercom. So we're looking for boxcars only. He misses. Ball turret adds 1. -2 is -1. -3. -2. -3. Misses. Right cheek. Basically looking for boxcars. -2 for the intercom out. -1 for the ace. That's -3. That's a miss. Top turret +1 for power. +1 for ace. -2 for the intercom makes a 0. -1 for the ace makes it -1. -1 for evasive action, -2. He misses. 6 o'clock. +1 for ace, -1 for ace. +2 for 6 o'clock, -2 for intercom. -1 for evasion. Misses. All right, this is their third round, so hopefully we survive this. German offensive fire. Coming from 12 o'clock, needs 9 or more, adding 1. Misses. No collision, returns to deck. Guy from 130, he needs 9 or more, going to be adding 1. 10, that's going to be a hit. 9 is 2. 109 is 1, that's going to be both superficials. Okay. And he does not collide with us. He returns to deck, and that's 1 damaged. Alright, and last but not least is 6 o'clock. He's a tough one. 6 o'clock, 7 or more, he's going to be adding 1. 7, 8, that's going to be a hit. As you can see, there's an awful lot of damage coming from there. 6, 2, we consider ourselves lucky. So, yeah. 4 hits. Good thing I'm using Excel with unlimited columns. First hit from 6 o'clock level. 4, radio room. 5, radio. Radio's out. That's all right. Yeah, so I say. Second hit from 6 o'clock and level. 10, superficial. I'll take that. All right, third hit from 6 o'clock level. 3, pilot compartment. 6, superficial. 4th hit from 6 o'clock level. 9, Bombay. You can hit that Bombay all you want now. 10, fuel transfer pump. Well, never mind. 3, superficial damage. Bite your tongue. All right, and he, 11, we got to look for this, and 10 for 109. I don't think he's going to climb. I mean, 10 for not for 109, 10 for being a ace. 11, 10, 9, yes. Return to deck. And we survived that one. There were in zone 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 attacks. And we are over France, so we got to suffer light flak. So we'll roll 3 times. 2, 4 is a miss. 5 is a miss. 11 is a miss. 6, zone 6. Weather in the zone. Took a long time to get there. Plus 1. 10, 11, yes, 100% cloud cover. Now I'm digging it. Mechanical failure. No mechanical failure. We are out of formation and below 10,000 feet. We're going to roll for German resistance. And it's a -1 zone. 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Moderate. Number of German waves. It's pretty bad when you roll a 3 and you still get moderate. 3, 4, 1 wave. Good news is there's only 2 more zones that we're going to have fighters in, and they're both going to have some kind of air coverage. None removed. Zone 6. Wave 1. Inbound. Moderate. Yes! 36. No attacks or random event. No attack. Hot damn. So, no attacks. No evasive action needed. Flak level again. We are over France, so that will be light. 1 is 5, 2 is 7, 3 is a hit, of course. Zone 6 flak. One hit. Nine. That'd be just one hit. 6, left wing. 5, aileron. 3, aileron inoperable. Left wing aileron. All right. Getting tough. All right, get rid of that. We move to zone 5. We're going to roll for fighter coverage. And we hope to God we get a 7 or more. 8, there we go. So we got good fighter coverage all the way back. That's going to help. All right, let's roll some nasty weather here. Adding 2, 7, 8, 9, 100% weather clouds again. Mechanical failure, 90, no mechanical failure. We are also out of France, so we'll no longer have flak against us. We're out of formation, below 10,000 feet. German resistance is -1 in this zone. 1, -1 is 0. -2 is -2. Fighter escort is -3. Out of formation is +2, so we're -1. None. Thank goodness. See what a difference fighter coverage and weather makes. Move to zone 4. Now we should move along crisply. Zone weather. One more bad weather zone, please. Adding 2, 5, 6, 7, 50%. We'll take that. That helps. Mechanical failure. 95. No mechanical failure. We are still out of formation, below 10,000 feet. Oh, and I could have been rolling all along for his gun. I keep forgetting. First one, no effect. This zone, none. So it's not going to matter after this because we're not going to face any more Germans. German resistance in this zone is -2. 1. -2 is -1. -1 is -2. -3. -1. None. And that, my friends, is going to be all the resistance we're going to see because the rest of them are NA. All right, zone 3. Now we're going to move along real crisp. Weather, +1. 3, haze. Good, it's clearing up just in time to get home. Mechanical failure, 0, 6. If we were in a B-24, we would have problems. But we're in a B... No, we wouldn't. It'd be mission continues anyway. Maybe it's one of the Brit planes in target for tonight. Out of formation, below 10,000 feet. No German resistance. I'll pull that one all the way through. And actually, I can pull all the rest of these all the way through because we're not going to need to do them. All right, weather in zone 2. We're going to survive this mission. No modifications. 2, clear conditions. Mechanical failure. 3. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of mechanical failures lately. No, I don't like it. Zone 2, mech fail. 37, oil tank, again, wow, D, hopefully we can avoid having a problem here. Roll 1D10, 1, number 1 engine oil leak. in each zone for possible fire. So we'll have to roll for that in the next one. Yes. Out of formation. That's it. Go into zone 1 for landing. It doesn't really matter. 10. And she catches fire. Roll 1 dice, 6, 2, 3. Fire's out. So engine 1, we want to use one of our fire extinguishers. I don't think we have them marked on here either, so I don't have to worry about that. But fire extinguishers we used up, but we're going to land anyway, so that's not a big deal. 7. Actually, we need to go get the weather over base. We had clear weather last time. It doesn't matter. 7, 6. Good weather for landing. All we need is a good roll. 7. 1 good roll. 10. That's going to do it right there. We have all engines working. 2 of them are leaking oil. No bombs on board. Good weather. We only got 1 control cable hit. We only lost 1 aileron. We land safe. Despite all that hairiness going on, we land safe. This has been a lengthy video. I normally hang around and go through the aerial victories with you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here because it's almost 2-hour video. Thanks for joining me. I'll go through, hit the aerial victories up in the awards, see if any of them get awarded through the board. And I just want to thank you all for joining me, and those of you who stuck it out for the whole mission, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next time.